everybody. My name is Raúl Gómez-Rojas, and I am the music director of the Metropolitan Youth Symphony in Portland, Oregon. Over the last few months, since the pandemic started, we at MYS have been creating virtual performances by our ensembles, just like many other orchestras, youth orchestras and professional orchestras and ensembles around the world. We've been making these videos where each musician, they record at home their part, they send those videos to us, and then we put them together in a virtual performance. I'm sure you've seen many of these online everywhere. And we did our first video way back in early April or late March, very soon after lockdown started. We did Brahms' Hungarian Dance Number 5 with our most advanced ensemble at the Metropolitan Youth Symphony Orchestra. Altogether, we have 14 ensembles at MYS, including jazz and bands, as well as orchestras and strings, of course. And that video was very successful, and we thought that we would do more of those for all of our ensembles. So over the following few weeks, we tried to move as fast as we could, organizing all of our many students and ensembles to create these performances. The result, after many hours of work from many people, including lots of audio and video editing by myself, we ended up with a virtual concert that we had on May 30th, and it's on our YouTube channel, the Metropolitan Youth Symphony's YouTube channel. You can go and find it. Performances by each one of our groups. It was a successful online event, and it was really great to see all of the students performing together, even though virtually, and it was great to see all of the people watching live when we did the live event to premiere each pre-recorded video. It was great to see people commenting and enjoying, and it really felt like a way to make community, which is what we are about at MYS. And since many people have asked me for advice about video editing and audio editing, and while I'm not a professional, I have learned a lot doing what we have been doing for the last few months, really. So I decided to create a series of videos explaining how we at MYS and how I have learned to create these videos. So I hope this is useful, especially as we look into our, in next season, or the fall term or fall semester of 2020, and it looks like many of us will have to be online. So this might be useful for hopefully many of you out there. So I am going to divide this into several videos. Again, showing how I have learned to do this. I should let you know that I'm working on a PC with Windows, and I'm using 2 programs for audio editing and 1 program for video editing. For audio editing, I'm using Audacity, which is a free software you can download, for noise reduction and to clean up the audio. And I'm using Cakewalk by BandLab for audio mixing and EQing. And then, after I'm done with audio, I move over to Vegas Movie Studio Platinum for video editing. I'm hoping that these things I will share with you will be useful to you even if you use a different program, whether that's audio or video. Maybe you have something really advanced like Final Cut or Pro Tools for audio, and that's great. But if you don't, I recommend these 3 programs: Audacity and Cakewalk for audio, and they're free, and Vegas Movie Studio Platinum for video. It's about $80, I think. You can buy that online on their website. And I personally think it's worth every penny, especially if you're going to be doing this often. So things we'll talk about. 1, repertoire selection. It's really important when you're thinking about doing a project like this. You need to think about it carefully. We're going to talk about creating a click track to send to your student musicians to work with. We're going to talk about the video recording, so when students have to record their videos. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about file submission and management. So how are you going to get those video files from your students, and how are you going to organize those files to make your life easier when it comes time to edit. And then we're going to talk about editing. Start with audio cleanup on Audacity, noise reduction, then audio mixing on Cakewalk, and then video editing on Vegas Movie Studio Platinum. So I hope these are useful. And again, I'm not a professional at doing this, but I've learned what I've learned in the last few months. So if you have suggestions or ideas, please by all means, share those in the comments in each of these following videos. Thanks.